welcome to my pocket-sized little home shop. When Pierre introduced me, he mentioned that I had a laser engraver, a laser cutter, so today what I'm going to do is create a template so we can cut out the guard for the sander project. And I'm also going to do a small tool holder for my burrs and stuff like that out of acrylic, which is always kind of neat to see. So I guess I'll give you a little shop tour, which is about 2 steps wide, on what I have so far in machining. It's a new process for me and new things to learn. So I'll take you around and show you the 2 pieces of equipment that I do have. Okay. Just a quick one here. I managed to pick up a Delta 4x6 horizontal bandsaw. It works really good, cuts nice, got no complaints on that one. I know the guard's missing, but I try and keep my fingers out of the way. So that's piece number 1. And well, the second piece of equipment I got, the first machining machine I bought was a medium-sized mill. I can't call it a small mill, but it's definitely not Bridgeport size. I got it from Precision Matthews. It's the PM932M. Decent enough for what I do. Got the power feed on the X-axis as well as the Z, which is a really nice feature. It came standard with it, so machine works well. As long as I don't push it too hard, it does what I want it to. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the cutting of the guard template out of masonite, 1/8 masonite. Okay, so here we are at the laser cutter. The working surface is 2 feet by 3 feet, 60 watt powered unit. It's a water cooled laser tube. So buzzing you're hearing in the background for sure is the water chiller. I have to run an evacuation fan during the cutting process to get rid of the obviously the smoke and the fumes. And since I'm cutting wood-based or a flammable type of material, I have to run the compressor as well. So sorry for the noise, but I don't have much of a choice. Alright, anyways, I got my file loaded up for the guard and the masonite, and we're going to cut out 2 pieces. Same basic outside shape. Just one of the 2 pieces I made holes so we can possibly place earth magnets to hold the template steady while Pierre cuts out the guard cover out of sheet metal. And well, here we go. Filmed the laser, so I really don't know how this is going to turn out and how the camera is going to deal with pretty bright light. Right now I bypass the safety, usually will not run with the cover open, but to bypass that I just got to make sure I don't stick my hand in there or it's going to burn me a hole right through my hand. When I drew out the template, I provided for the offset for the plasma torch. So, let me go to the side. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm about 187 thousandths smaller than what I need to be per side, so that when we cut out, I get the desired size that I wanted. The cut that it makes is about 10,000 wide. This is the lens I have in there right now. It's made for cutting rather deep material, so it cuts a wider path. It's not as thin a beam. By changing the lenses and the focal point, you get different results. The narrowest I can get with my 1-inch lens is about 2 to 3 thou cuts. It's a very fine resolution, but it's going to have a hard time cutting through 1/8. So it's better suited for engraving. almost done with the first part. About 8 millimeters a second of travel. The tricky thing with these machines is getting the settings right so that one, you can cut through the material and have enough power to make it through. You try to minimize it. The more wear you put on the tube, the shorter its lifespan. So we always do a bit of R&D at the beginning, trying out new materials. Some stuff cuts really fast, this will cut pretty slow. We're almost done. Alright, we'll shut off the air. And we'll shut off the fan. And hopefully we made it through. Yes, we did. So, here you can see the piece. Hopefully it's in focus. Gives you a sharp edge. Cut out exactly as desired. So, well, you should be using these in a couple of days at Pierre's place. Alright, I'll change my setup for the acrylic, and we'll get to that in a second for you guys. Okay, so I've done my setup for the acrylic, readjusted the height for the thickness of the material. This is a tool holder for my carbide burrs and my porta cable little die grinder. I kind of like to have things accessible and close to the mill, so I don't have to go walk into the toolbox. Not that it's very far, it's about 3 steps. But I don't know, I'm just having fun doing these things. Luckily enough, I don't have to run the compressor when cutting acrylic. If you do, you're not going to get a nice clean clear edge. It'll be on the foggy side because the air will re-solidify the acrylic as it burns. It just basically vaporizes the material. So I'm going to load up my file and we'll get this going. I have to run the fan, obviously. If you can imagine the smell of melted plexiglass, not exactly the nicest stuff. You can cut a lot of materials with this, some you can't. PVC or any material that would contain chlorine in it is kind of a no-no because you're going to end up with chlorine gas which is highly recommended you avoid. So anyways, I'll turn on the fan, and here we go with cutting some acrylic, which is one of my favorites. It's always pretty cool to watch and pretty fun because it's a finished product right out of the box. Alright, here we go. Well, I'll just check my frame. That's telling me the limits of my cutout. Hopefully everything's in the picture. Alright, here we go. Settings for this is 100% power, which is 60 watts, and I'm traveling at about 10 millimeters a second. About halfway through the cutting. Cutouts for the little wrenches. All the quarter-inch holes it's doing is for the stock and the burring tools. We're getting there, almost done. Done with this, I'll show you some of the tool holders I've done mixing acrylic and metal. I'll show you that as soon as we're done with this. Zoom you out, so whoops, that was the focus. Get my hands in there, get myself in there. Comes cleanly out. knock out all the rest of the little pieces. It's really neat. I mean, you get a perfectly clear edge. Usually you'll flame treat if you mechanically cut plexi. You'll have to flame treat the edge to get it nice and clear like that. So there's a couple of pieces to pop out. Anyways, this is the basic holder. Well, let me get a burp. Hold on. So get the basic idea of what's going to happen, and I got a place for my die grinder, the smaller 1/8 collet, and my little tap wrenches. So everything is going to be organized together. I'll show you on the mill, just building a little bar that these two pieces will be joined by, and also screwed to the wall to hold everything up there and keep everything ready for when I need it. I hope I was in the picture. Alright, we'll switch around. Alright, well, get myself in here. These are just a couple of the tool holders that I've built mixing acrylic and metal. One for my tap handles. Slowly getting a collection of Greenfields. I really like them. They're just nice and classic. The other one I've also built as a holder for all my Noga deburring tools. Spoiled myself and I put the little Noga logo on it. Just, well, kind of a neat looking support. It's held up pretty well. I mean, acrylic can be fragile. You just try not to compress it too much or flex it beyond what it can take. So a little bit of care and these things will last a very long time. Alright, this is the metal bar that I fabricated to tie the two pieces of the tool holder together. It's a piece of 4140. It's been cut to length, tapped and drilled for number 10 machine screws. Broke a couple of taps. For one, I had a bit of a brain cramp and tried to fit a number 12 tap into a number 10 hole, so I got to replace that one. But anyways, I managed to get that out, and thanks to Bruce, all your advice, all your knowledge that you show us. So here we go. This is how I finish it up. I'm not really machining it. I'm just cleaning up the outside with some brown Scotch-Brite. It's mounted on a sandpaper disc holder that has a Velcro on it. So I just cut out the pieces that I need and get her done. It works pretty well. I'll be running about close to 2,000 RPMs and just power feeding across. Bring it down. Hopefully my arm's not in the way. I'll compress it, bring it up about halfway through its thickness, and we'll get her done. this in focus. I put a bit of WD-40. It just helps get rid of the oils that were put on it for shipping. Cleans it up nicely, just gives it a nice little satin sheen. So the two pieces of acrylic will be mounted one on each side, and well, we'll just got 2 holes left to drill to screw it into the plywood on the back, and that pretty much closes up that project. Maybe I'll take a shot of it installed and all the tools in it. So thanks for watching. I think we're gonna head back to Pierre's place and complete the sander. Alright, see you later.